Good evening and welcome. I'll explain the rationale in a while, but before that, let me take the trade. So our entry is at 4055. 4055 and SL is at 4068. 4055, 4068 is the SL. Okay, and TP is 4025. Great. Well, I just came back from my work and came online straight away and started the trade. Okay. Okay. The SL and TP, everything is clearly marked. So as you know that in my trade, I always, if you follow me, you know that I am very peculiar and particular about my TP and SL and everything, because I believe that if you can protect your capital, you can always make profits, right? But if you can't protect your capital, then you can never make profit. So yeah, so the trade is set, everything is done. We are here in this trade from this level of 4055. In this level I started my short trade, so I just rushed back home because I could see this trade is getting ready and I wanted to execute the trade as soon as I could come home. 4068 is my SL, and then the TP2, this will be my TP2, which is 4025, and TP1 would be here at 4043. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So currently the risk and reward, it looks like sorry, risk to reward is 2.29. So SL is 55 to 68, so it's around $13 or 130 pips SL, and TP is 55 to 25, is exactly $30 TP, right? Market is moving in my direction pretty well. I'm happy with that. So the entry happened somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, so the expectation for the market is to go this direction, right? So let's have a look quickly that why did I take this trade, the rationale. Let's try to understand the rationale behind this trade. So if I switch back to 1 hour chart, what I could see is that, yeah, so what we could see is that yesterday during the CPI, the market actually went up a lot, right, from 4031 to even till 4102, like a $70-80 move. And since then the correction is happening. So after that, by today morning itself, the market around 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning UAE time, at one point market came to 4020 in this level, right? So around $80 down from the top. And after that, of course, there was a recovery when the pre-US session opened today at 4 p.m. at 4:30. If we see at 15 minutes, we could see that when the pre-session started for the US session, then from 4:30 to 4:45, we saw a strong green candle, and then from 4:45 till 5 there was another green candle, which was a bullish momentum, and since then the market is coming down, right? So for me, if I look at this trade, why my rationale mostly is because of this falling trend line. So you could see that it's this is on a bigger time frame, but if you see something like on a hourly chart, we could see that there is a falling trend line, right? And market is actually failing to break this level time and again, testing this level. And so you could see that 1, 2, so many times, I mean, this level is tested again and again, and market is failing to break this level. So we could see that 1, 2, 3, 4, and again today 5, so something like this. And yeah, and also we could see that these lows are also the market is making lower low. So if you see this low and then if you compare with this one, so you see this is lower than the previous one, and this is lower than the previous one, and this is lower than the previous one, and again this is lower than the previous one. Of course the last one was higher than the previous one, but again still I see that the bearish momentum is pretty much in the market. And voila, while I'm talking to you, the TP1 is hit already. My bro, congratulations, the TP1 is hit already. You can see that, right? The TP1 is hit already, and Sorry, I'm going too fast because things are happening so quick. Yes, I'm really happy to see that the TP1 is hit already. Let's switch back to 5 minutes and yes, while our TP1 is hit, amazing. So TP1 of 4043 is hit, like it's missing by some 20 cents, I guess. Now about to take TP1 of 4043. This was 4043.31. So we are looking at 30 cents and our TP1 is hit. Come on, we're almost there. And then the TP2 is 4025, of course. So let me see what's going on. Come on, you can't fail me for 30 cents. And then the TP2. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pretty positive that TP1 will take right now. Yes. And then the TP2. So as soon as I'll hit my TP1, I will shift my SL of the second leg, because whenever I do this TP1, TP2, what I do, I open two positions. I mean, let's say 0.5, 0.5, two positions. So one TP is here at 4043 and the second position's TP is 4025. So as soon as the TP1 is hit, for the second leg, I will shift the SL to entry to make sure that, sorry, to make sure that I don't lose anything. It would be a cost to cost exit in case the market reverses back to that zone. But for now, our TP is almost there. Sorry, the TP is yes, 4043. Come on, don't fail me for such a small okay. So you're almost there. Our entry was at 4055 and our TP1 is 4043, which is 120 pips or $12, and then our TP2 is 4025. Given the current price section and the structure of the market, I'm pretty sure that we will see market touching this level of this zone, this liquidity zone today itself. So if you see here again, if you have watched my previous videos, I always talk about liquidity, and I always talk about price section and all, right? So if you see, actually this is kind of a support and resistance area. So last time also market came to this area this morning, and from there only market took off and went to this region. So I'm expecting another tap into this level, and in case after market come to this area 402526 somewhere here, if this if market stays above this level, then we may expect another another bullish momentum. And if this level is broken, so something like this, so if market comes here and then fails to breach this level, then we would see market again going upward. But in case market successfully breach this level from here, let's say something like this, and successfully come and breach this area and spend some time here, then expect a further downward trend from here, so somewhere to this liquidity zone, which is here at 3994 and all, so this zone. We'll wait and see, but for now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to wait and watch if my TP takes, which is 4043. So I'm expecting that TP to hit anytime now. Yeah, come on, one more push, and the TP1 is, yes, TP1, yes, TP1 is done. Amazing. Now let me switch my the SL of my second trade to the entry to my entry price of 4055. So this will make sure that second, even if the second leg even if the market goes back to this zone of 4055 again, I'll not lose anything, because my SL is already shifted here. But for the first trade, I already got my TP of 120 pips. That's an amazing achievement. It feels good, of course. And now again, so if you see, I mean, except this candle of 430, which was a big bullish candle on 15 minutes chart, if you can see that there are a lot of weakness in the market, and especially this falling trend line, the trend line that I was talking about. So I'm not using any indicator or something. It's pretty simple, basic price action analysis. So if you could see that this falling trend line, it's a classical price action, that market is coming to this trend line and again getting the rejections and going down. So today also, what you see that again market came to this area of 4073 around 5 p.m. Dubai time, right before the retail opening of US session, and the rejection took place, and then again market is going towards the downside. And I'm expecting to hit my TP2 as well, 4025, anytime soon. So yeah, just a second, battery is going down. Okay, that would be amazing. So if the TP2 takes place as well. But just to show you, yesterday also we did one live trade. If it is still there, no, if it is still there, yeah. So this was the trade of yesterday. The trade was also taken live. So I went short at 4074 at around 7:45 p.m. and then my TP was 4038, which was around 360 pips or $36. The TP of course came, but it came early morning today at 5:30, and I kept my trade open. And I was doing a live trade yesterday as well, and I was mentioning all my setup and all my ideas, and I could see that again today market went to this similar area 4073 or something, and from there only the rejection came. However, this trade I had two trades, and when I hit my TP1 this morning, after that when market came to this area of this liquidity zone, what I did, I shifted my SL to this 4038, and the SL got hit at 345, I guess. So this SL means it's TP1, right? So I got for my both legs, I got 360 pips yesterday. So this is the setup of yesterday. It was a super trade, very good trade. It took a while because I took the trade at 7:45 p.m. and the TP came around 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, it was, if you can go back and check the rationale and all the logic and all the psychology behind the trade, you could see that it was a pretty pre-planned and calculative move, and I'm happy that I got my TP. And today also same way. If we see right now, where is that? Yes. So today, honestly, the TP is much smaller than yesterday, because yesterday there are a lot of momentum in the market, a lot of volatility because of CPI. But today we don't see much of this momentum and volatility in the market. So that's why the TP is only, TP2 itself is only $30, right? And yesterday my TP1 was $36 or 360 pips. So if you're joining now or if you're joining late, then that's what is happening right now. I just took a sell trade on a 5 minutes chart. where is it? Where is the call out? So if I call it, so this is my entry. Yeah, my entry at 4055. Let me write it down. Sell entry, right? I did sell entry at 4055, and my SL was SL 4068, which was $13 or 130 pips. And then this is the TP1. TP target price 1 at 4043, and the TP2 is here at 4025. Great. So the idea here is that I opened two trades same time at 4055, and for the first trade I kept my TP as 4043, which is TP1, and for the second trade my TP is 4025, which is 300 pips or $30. And as soon as the TP1 hit, as soon as I got the TP1 for the first trade, for the second trade I shifted the SL to my entry to make sure that even if the market reverse goes back to this zone again, or even higher side, I don't lose anything. I will take an exit at cost. And for the first trade I already got my TP of $130 or 130 pips, sorry, or $13, right? And the reason behind this trade is pretty straightforward and simple. What I did is that I'm using the simple price action analysis. I could see that there is a falling trend line, and when market came up to this zone today at 5 p.m. Or 5:30 after during the opening of US session, I could see that there, after this strong bullish candle, there was one candle, red candle, which kind of penetrated 50% of the previous candle. The next one was also dodgy, but again it's a indicates that the momentum of selling pressure is there, and then that's what kind of made me more, kind of improved my conviction to this trade. And then I took an entry here at 4055 on the sell side around 15 minutes back. And yeah, since then market is pretty much going to my direction. And the reason behind TP1 here is that if you can see that I could see some liquidity here in this zone. I could see some liquidity. If you see this zone, got some liquidity. You see here like one tap, the again this candle also closed in this area, also in this candle. So it's all about liquidity. If you can identify, and if you can observe and identify where the liquidity lies, then this entry, exit, TP, all those things become a little easier. So this was a liquidity zone, and therefore I kept my TP1 here at 4043. And then again, this is another liquidity zone. I could see that market is spending very good time in this zone, and last time when the market came here, took a reversal. So it's kind of a resistance support, sorry, it's kind of a support area. Plus yesterday market spent very good time here in this zone again. So I'm keeping this as my TP2. And yeah, this is on 1 hour chart. If you go back to 15 minutes, that's how the chart looks like. Yeah, so this 15 minutes candle is a very big candle, right? And if you can see, all the gains of market of this candle is somehow covered by this one bearish candle. So right now, even this candle, so I'm expecting to go until here and then come back. So what I'm expecting is that it might go up until to this level and then continue the downward momentum. Yeah, but again, it doesn't matter if even if it goes back up, crosses this 4055 level again. Of course, my trade will close, but I already booked 130 pips for the day, $13. That's more than enough for me. I'll be more than happy to close the trade in this level. Okay, great. Okay, if we look at a more granular way and look at 5 minutes chart, we could see that my entry was here at 5 minutes past 7 after the closing of previous 1 hour candle, and the next 5 minutes candle almost gave me my TP. But this candle is a hammer candle, right? So normally this candle signifies a reversal in the trend, whichever time frame you're looking at. So probably on the 5 minutes chart, this is looking for a reversal. I mean, this signifies a reversal, which we can see right now. Because of this candle, we could see the next candle. We saw a almost $3 or $4 uh, upward momentum. But let's see if this one will continue, or market will fail to so I'm expecting market to at least touch this level. I already marked it before, right, with my path. So as long as this candle stays below this level, market will go down. But if this level is broken, then definitely market is coming back to 4055 again. So let's wait and watch. While the trade is getting mature, let's look at the DXY ones, because when US dollars index is the most important uh, instrument for us when we're trading XAUSD, because this is, as the name itself signifies, XAUSD, right? We're checking the price of gold against the value of dollars. So yeah, okay. Again, USD is also coming to a support area. This is a support area for dollars, right? Yeah, if this level is broken, it means dollar will come down somewhere here. If dollar comes down somewhere here, yeah, then I would expect the gold prices to go up. Okay, so these are inversely correlated. So if we check on a daily time frame what's happening with USD, so yesterday, the if you see yesterday, the dollars actually engulfed the previous 2 days gain and closed negatively, and that's why today we could see the momentum is still going towards the downside. Now this is a critical support zone. If this is broken, definitely the next area where dollar should come and stop is this, which is 100.2. if this area is broken, right? Because already this level of 100.68 is tapped by like once, twice, thrice, four times already in last 2 weeks. So seems like there is a selling pressure and there is a bearish pressure. The sellers are more strong here, so we might expect the market to come to this zone. And if that happens, then the price of, so as you see, the dollar value is going down. We can see that the price of gold is actually going up. So in a setup here, this was yesterday, I believe. 1 second. Sorry. Yep. If I open 15 minutes chart again, great. So this level that I marked right now is still holding. If this is broken, then definitely gold will come back to this area. And my second trade will be closed cost to cost if market comes back to this area. But I still hold to see what happens here. Amazing. Okay, great. Okay, what do we see here? So, so the momentum is not absolutely like one dimensional. We could see that after this red candle, there is a pullback, and now in this candle, the buyers and sellers are fighting, but it looks like that buyers are strong here, and candle is will be closing somewhere here to this zone, 4053 or something. There is a high possibility of market going back up right now, but that's all right because we already booked TP1. Let's quickly check other instruments. My next favorite instrument, which is US Tech. So what's happening in US Tech today? For things like US Tech, you should always look at a bigger time frame. So if you watched my stream yesterday, I was mentioning that if a rejection takes place from this area, wow. Yeah, I was mentioning that if so somewhere here, I was trading yesterday somewhere here in this area, and I mentioned if the market comes here and then a rejection takes place, you can go back and check my stream of 14th of July. You could see that I was mentioning that if the market failed from here, there is a possibility that so sorry how sorry how currently US tech is moving, if you can see. So from here, I'm not going too far, so even if you see from here, it somehow came down to this area, took a rejection there, took rejection, came here, took support again, took a rejection there, again coming down, so should come back here and should come back there, so something like this. So that's a falling trend line. So this is the trend line from top, this is a trend line from the bottom, and then either way, whenever a breakout takes place on either side of this trend lines, either on the upper side of the trend line, if let's say market spend some very good time here in this zone, market spend some 1 or 2 days, then definitely you can take a good bullish trade from here. And same thing would happen here in case the market break this price of this rising trend line somewhere, market, let's say, break this level, come down, and spend some good 2-3 days in this region, then you can take a sell trade. Otherwise, you can always take a trade within this trend line, so whenever market reach to this trend line, you can take a sell trade, and whenever reach to this trend line, you can take a buy trade. That's what I was explaining in my stream yesterday as well. Because for US tech, the movement is I mean, of course, when we look at a bigger time frame, there was a super strong movement since April, but after that, I mean, once this high, the all-time high in June was achieved on 3rd of June. Since then, what we are seeing here is that market is actually moving in a triangle right now. So there is a falling trend line from top and there is a rising trend line from bottom. So market is somehow trapped between these two trend lines, and whenever there is a breakout in either side of the trend lines, you would see, so if the breakout happens on the higher side, you would see a bullish momentum, and if the breakout happens on the lower side, then you would see a bearish momentum, right? And whenever that thing happens, you will see a movement of at least $1,500 or $2,000 movement. So I'm not taking any trade on US tech for now. I'm waiting for this either of this breakout to take place. For my intraday trading, gold is my best friend, and for this kind of, because these are positional trade I'm talking about, right? So for this kind of trades, mostly for on BTC or on what you call on US tech, I'm waiting and to see. So again, these trades I planned, but I did not take these trades. In BTC also, I do have some zones marked, you see. So BTC is also following a similar falling trend line, if you could see. From October last year, when the all-time high of 126,000 was hit. Since then, this is a daily chart, by the way. Yeah, for BTC, I always check daily chart. Similar story is happening here. So Let's see if it comes down to this level or not. It's too deep. It's too deep for Bitcoin. A lot of big guys are involved here. And same time, if we see here, okay, this is a resistance area previously. Yeah. So if you see in 2024, market spent very good time, BTC spent very good time here in this area, right? So again, somehow Bitcoin is coming to this zone. If this zone is kind of penetrated and the market gets a breakout on this side, then again you can go for a long trade targeting 120-25k. But until unless this level is broken, you need to be really cautious. And same thing happens on the lower side as well. If you see, okay, that's the support zone. So until unless you have a breakout below this support zone, you can't actually really make take a positional trade on the sell side of Bitcoin, right? So again, no trade here. I'll keep waiting to see. But for now, if you are an impulsive trader and you want to take a trade right now on Bitcoin, it's a bullish trade here right now. Pretty simple. It's no rocket science with this level, honestly. Okay, there is a $4,000 momentum up for grab. Okay, and SL stays below this level. This is on daily chart, right? Let me bring it down to 1 hour and see. Yeah. So if you take a trade in the short run, that's a bullish trade on Bitcoin right now. But I highly advise people not to take this kind of trades in Bitcoin, in US tech and all, until unless there is some clear direction in the market. There's a clear bias in the market. But if you have to take a trade, long trade, take here. Take this trade here right now, wherever the market price is, and then you keep your TP here. Okay, and then your SL stays to this area. I think easily it's a 2:1 trade, risk to reward ratio. 2.23:1. Yeah, so that's the trade. Let's come back to our friend gold and see what's going on here. So see how beautiful it is. The day you understand the chart, you see this line I drew a while back, right? And I said market will come and touch this line. It did exactly. Didn't break the zone yet though, but if you see, this was the exact line I drew and this is my path. So exactly market came to this area, touched this and took a rejection right now in this candle. Let's see if the buyers can take the market beyond this level, beyond this 4050. Yeah, 4050. Look, it's no rocket science. The thing is that if you look at this red candle, right, what is the, how do we calculate the depth of a candle? I think there is one tool here that we can use to calculate the depth. Yeah, so price range, drag from the bottom. So this is the low of this candle and the high is here, right? So it's a $19.5 candle, right? 19.5. Now calculate the half, which is 9, 10, somewhere here. Yeah, so that's the half. So until and unless market is below this half, you could say that there is a possibility of the bearish momentum to continue. But the moment this half is broken, then you would see then there is a upward momentum coming up. And this is what 4052, but 4050 is the psychological point, right? All the 50s, 4050, 4100, then 4150, every 50s, that's how the gold behave. Every 50, every 100 we see some support and some resistance. So right now this 50 stages are immediate, super immediate resistance. Sorry. Come on. Anyways, I'll finish the stream now. I got my TP1. I'll wait for the TP2 to come, and by whenever either TP2 or if the market goes back towards this one, so I will share the outcome of this trade in the comment section of this video. I'll post it on the first comment. I'll share the outcome of this trade. It's been some 40 minutes I'm streaming this. Feeling so hungry, honestly. Just came back from work. The SL is already placed, TP is placed, so things are pretty organized from my side, and I'm not worried at all. So I'll let the trade mature by itself. So yeah, if you're watching and if you enjoy watching my videos, if you find that it informative or something, to share with your friends and if anyone you know in trading. And yeah, the broker that I use is Xness. That is my broker. I'm working with them for the last 4 or 5 years and pretty happy with their services, pretty happy with their support, instant withdrawal and instant deposit, all those things they provide. And in case you want to sign up, I'm sharing the link of the broker in the comment of this video, probably in the description as well. And my Telegram channel is also provided. The link to my Telegram channel is also provided here, so you can connect with me via Telegram as well. Of course, I can't come online all the time. I'm doing this very recently, but I do provide free trades in my Telegram channel. In case you are interested, you can join. So thank you, and yeah, I'll provide the outcome of this trade in the comment section of this video. Thank you so much, and see you on the other side. Thank you.